In my current journey of taking a step back from social media, I have recently discovered RSS, a technology that many people have never ever heard of. And I did not discover it until about last year. It has only been until recently that I have been using RSS. It was actually around last month that I started using it. And within this short amount of time from last month to now, I have seen a change in the way I consume content. With a lot of applications nowadays, just being endless feeds, and you could get lost in time just scrolling between funny videos or political comments that irritate you. It's nice to have a place where you could just, come in and just get some news, and that's it. You don't get sucked into a platform. You're not watching these endless videos. You're not reading these endless list of tweets. And you're just there to easily consume media and just get yourself updated on the latest things without any of the negatives that come with social media. So let's talk about what RSS is and why do I use it instead of using something like social media to be updated on things that I'm interested in. Well, it's pretty simple. It updates you on blogs, articles, YouTube videos, social media posts, and even podcasts, actually. So there's a bunch of things that you could add to a RSS feed that make it really nice to just have everything in one place. And you don't have to go switching through these multiple platforms just to find out, just to find things that you're interested in. It just kind of removes all the hassle of that. And I think that's really a big benefit in today's world where we're just moving through different platforms where you could just have it all in one place. And not just that, it's counteracts just visiting one of these platforms because you could easily get time sucked away from, Twitter or Instagram or Facebook if you still use that. um, but yeah, it's great because you could see little headlines and maybe like a little excerpt of things depending on what type of source you get it from. And you could decide, hey, you know what? I want to see this. I want to read this into this further. Or you're just like, hey, that doesn't really sound interesting. You could just move on with your day. And it doesn't take that much time to check up on it, or it doesn't demand anything of you. Like, there's no notifications constantly pinging you in terms of getting updated, unless you decide so, you know? Social media is really just the default that you're always connected and you're always getting pinged, but with RSS, it's easy. You could choose. You could open it when you want to, and you'll be like, "Hey, look, I want to see like what's going on in this thing and this feed that I added." So yeah, I really like that from RSS. So my favorite way of using RSS is actually through an RSS client rather than opposed to the services. So what an RSS service is basically you sign up to the service and then you could easily start adding RSS to your feeds, which is nice. But if you didn't want to do that, and if you just wanted to try RSS, downloading an RSS client is the easiest way to go because you could just add feeds locally onto your device to try if you even like RSS, which is pretty nice. But I like using a client because, it gets rid of everything that the website client does, ads, and it just gives me a distraction list and more concise way of just reading the feeds that I want to. And as well, I could add multiple feeds, not just from one service, but I could add two services or three services or how much services I'd like to read from. Personally, I use Inner Reader. I think that's how you pronounce it. There's also Feedly or Feedly. Yeah, Feedly. And there's a bunch of other competitors too, but I just use Inner Reader because it's like the best free plan. And I did not want to self-host my own yet. I'm currently looking into that, but right now I just wanted to try out RSS and use it. And I didn't even know that my client could add feeds locally onto the device before signing up. So that's what I recommend if you're like, oh, this kind of sounds interesting. Like, how could I use this? I just recommend just downloading an RSS client. NetNewsWire on any Apple device, pretty nice. For Linux, Windows, Android phones, I have no clue. My bad, I didn't look into it that much, but yeah, you could just search it up and I'm pretty sure you'd find one. So with the RSS reader, I could easily add feeds and take away feeds anytime I please. and I could tailor it. For example, if I wanted to add a Reddit post, not a Reddit post, a subreddit, and I wanted it to be like only the top post of the month, or I only wanted the last post of the last 30 days, I could easily do that by specifying like the feed link when I add the feed. And it's pretty easy. You could just search it up. You could even use AI, like, oh, how could I filter this out on RSS? And it would just boom pop up, and then you just copy that feed link and then put that in your client. And it's super easy. It doesn't take too much time. It doesn't suck you away from the things that you're, supposed to be doing, or you'd rather do, like spending time with family or just chilling. You're not just endlessly consuming content. You just see what you want to see, and then once you're done, you're done. It doesn't suck you in. It's not addictive at all compared to these platforms. I know YouTube is very addictive, and other social media platforms are. So it's really nice to just have your RSS feed and be like, oh, hey, like this guy uploaded. That's nice. And you could just watch the video from there. And then when you're done, you could just close out of it. And yeah, simple, easy, not not watching endless amount of videos. So yeah, I definitely say it's a healthier way of consuming content, and it brings a lot of benefits. One thing that I do like, chronological order. So it just comes as the content comes, and it's not trying to fight for your attention. So yeah, that's basically it. Thank you guys for watching, and see you guys in the next one.